You know, many Democrats know they're in trouble come Tuesday, and it appears that they have no card left to play but the race card for some, and the president's supporters are trying to hide behind their so-called jokes. Now, last week we told you about the Reverend Joseph Lowery. He was quoted as making controversial comments. He later said that he was joking and kidding. Latest example comes to us courtesy of the $1 million donor to Barack Obama, Bill Maher.
So I would just like to say, for anyone thinking about voting for Mitt Romney, if that's who you are, if you're thinking about voting for Ritter, I would like to make this one plea. Black people know who you are, and they will come after you. Just this one plea. I'm kidding. Oh, I'm kidding.
And here with reaction, Fox News political analyst Juan Williams, the author of Blacklash, Fox News contributor Deneen Borelli. You know, there was also on Twitch, you know, Michelle Malkin. She captures all the tweets and stuff. And all these people say, oh, if my candidate doesn't win, I'm going to riot. And, you know, I don't like the stereotypical comments. You know, don't you both find that offensive?
It's absolutely outrageous what is going on. And, of course, the left is getting desperate now. Where's the black liberal establishment with this chatter that we are hearing on Twitter about inciting race violence if Romney wins and Obama loses?
Did you see all those on
I've
Twitch?
seen some of them. They're horrible.
Pretty horrible.
They're horrible.
I think, look, there are people who will say anything on Twitter, on the internet. I can show you my mailbag, not mention even my email. It's pretty horrible. Okay, so I'm just telling you guys, I mean, gosh, I think that if you think this is a sign of desperation on people on the left, I think the right is getting desperate these days, and I think, you know, when they bring up stuff like, oh, Colin Powell just endorses Obama because he's another black guy, that's, well, you know, that's lowball.
Here's the thing. Going back to the race card, the bottom line is that the left can do and say whatever they want when it comes to race and making these horrible comments, and they're never challenged on them. With this James Lowery, for example, he's a bitter old man who made racist and,
it's
hateful
Joseph Lowery.
comments.
I got to know him, and I said this the other night. He marched with Martin Luther King.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he was there with Hosea Williams and Maynard Jackson and Andrew Young, and I got to know all those guys when I was broadcasting in Atlanta, and we've always had a good give and take. He's never spoken like that before.
I've never heard him speak like that.
I've never heard him speak like that.
And I've interviewed
so
him
why do it now?
for books that I've done on civil rights history.
Older.
But he said he didn't say it. Let me just say, he has issued...
No, he admitted he said it.
He's quoted as saying it.
No, it's not. It's not a quote.
This is someone who was in the church. County Reporter.
No, the paper said this is what they thought that he said. But he says now he didn't. So it's an unequivocal denial.
Even the mayor.
But
the mayor was pretty shocked. Hold on. The mayer was shocked, and they were caught off guard. The pastor of the church.
The first comment he made was that it was a joke. Everybody knew it was a joke.
I just read the Wire service because I was interested in the story. I hadn't heard about it, and it said he unequivocally denied it.
I will tell you this. I had known him for years. I've never known him to speak like that. Honestly, and I was shocked. But Bill Maher, the $1 million man, the guy that has said all these controversial things, I still think for President Obama to go out there and, quote, to go for the female vote the way he has and take $1 million from a guy that uses the C word against Governor Palin and worse against other women is below the dignity of the office. He should have said, I don't want that money.
Well, sure. I think Maher is definitely culpable on some of the statements he's made. People say he's a misogynist, and I think that's just horrible. His behavior.
There's no comment from the president.
Well, that's right. I mean, why do you associate with people? But let me just say, what do you do with people who say things like, oh, tar baby, or when you say Obama's really not an American? I think that Congressman Lamborn said that, you know, a guy from Colorado.
You call them out on it and hold them accountable. This is absolutely outrageous.
All right, who's going to win? It's very close. I heard you earlier. I think intensity and independence will push Romney ahead. That's what I think. But I do believe. I think it's very
well.
Close.
I mean, you'd have to think that all the state polls are wrong.
But you know, the blue-collar workers. You know, they are the ones, especially in the battleground states. Ohio, for example, we have a lot of coal miners who are losing their jobs. 9,000 mining jobs went in October alone.
Let me tell you when we'll know on election night, when Hamilton, Claremont, Warren, Butler County in Ohio.
Hey, wait a second. You can't do my job. You do Sean Hannity's job.
That's my job. All right, and thanks for being with us. That's all the time we have left.